Hi friends, it's Ashley Berges again, and oftentimes on my channel, I talk about narcissistic behavior, identifying borderline personality disorder, and how to deal with these types of relationship issues. Well, today I want to go in a different direction because I think oftentimes when we're dealing with that stuff, we can be overwhelmed and stressed out. Today I want to talk about the 12 tips for making a more happier and healthier life for yourself, because I think sometimes we got to remember that we got to put ourselves ultimately first. We came in this world on our own and we're going to leave on our own, so we might as well make our life as great and good as it can be. The first tip is to get out of bed in the morning. I know some of you are like, well, gosh, Ashley, I already knew that. But I'm talking about a lot of people are going through a lot of stress, depression, anxiety, and overwhelmed with what life has given them so far. And getting out of bed can be tough. But I'm not just talking about getting out of bed. I'm talking about getting out of bed, taking a shower, and getting dressed. Because I know for me, it makes me feel better and it does a wonder for my mood. When I was younger, I went through a lot of medical issues, health issues, and I was dealing with a debilitating pain and going through a lot of doctor's appointments and a lot of surgeries. And I'll tell you one thing, there were some days where I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't want to get out of bed, but those days that I got out of bed, took a shower and got ready were much better days than the other because I felt better because I was actually getting up and being proactive. The second thing is exercising daily for at least 20 minutes. And I don't always do it, okay? I'm not the poster child for exercise 7 days a week. But when I do exercise, I feel so much better. Whether it's just taking an active run or walk or getting in the gym and lifting some weights and doing some cardio, I just feel better. My body feels better, and you produce endorphins that way. And endorphins help us to feel better, euphoric, and to get rid of that stress that we're dealing with on a daily basis. The third thing is to eat more foods that come from the trees and come from the plants and the ground, instead of eating that processed food that a lot of us get sucked into eating because it's quick and it's fast and it's already made. But isn't it funny how different you feel when you eat like a salad and some fruit for a snack, and how light you feel and how great your skin looks and how you just feel vibrant, versus when we eat that processed food, we kind of feel heavy, sluggish, kind of a little more beaten down by life, and kind of like, well, why did I eat that? Because I don't feel very good. The fourth thing is finding your sleep time. Finding your exact sleep time. Some people will tell you it's 9 hours a night. Other people, 8 hours. No, 6 hours. Well, I'll tell you, one size does not fit all. I figure that 7 hours is perfect for my sleep. No more, no less. When I sleep more, I feel like lethargic and kind of like sleepy and foggy head all the time. When I sleep less, well, let's put it this way. I'm like a coffee freak and have to drink as much coffee as possible and then get a little edgy all day. So I realize 7 hours is perfect. I wake up, I feel good. And when you create that sleeping habit, your body reacts in a positive way because it says, heck, she cares about me, she's doing the right thing, and we are on a schedule, and we feel good, and we like it, because our body likes to be on a schedule. We're kind of built that way, right? The fifth thing is drinking purified water. Drinking lots and lots of purified water. My mom as a kid would always tell me about water. Drink more water, drink more water. I was like, oh my gosh, do I have to hear this anymore? But it's true. It's funny. The more water I drink, the better I feel. I flush out those toxins they talk about on the news and TV all the time. But the better thing is that my mind feels like it works better. Our body is 70% water? For God's sake, so it's got to do something. But I just feel more clear-headed and more strong in what I'm doing when I drink water. And I drink I'd say about 1 to 2 liters a day. I'm not saying what you need to drink, but if you open your mind to that, you'll begin to understand how much water makes you feel good versus how much when you feel like you're, kind of dehydrated. The sixth thing is to laugh more. Yes, to actually laugh at yourself and to not take yourself so doggone seriously, because you know what? A lot of people don't take us seriously anyway, but it's to laugh at our own mistakes, to laugh at life, to not take things so seriously. I have a tendency when you're in a stressful life, as I do, and we take things seriously that people say to us or that we do, that we make a mistake. And it's just not worth it. If you can step back and look at that and say, is this going to bother me in 6 months? Is this going to be a big deal in 6 months? Well, then maybe it's something to really focus on. But if you can look at that and say, is this going to be a big deal in a week? Well, you might want to kind of let it go and maybe laugh a little about it because, life is too short not to. Number 7 is when you're dealing with a negative situation, you want to ask yourself, like I was just talking about, Will this issue be an issue in 1 year? You know, oftentimes in social situations and at work, we have an issue that comes to pass and we go, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to deal with this? How am I going to figure this out? And what's my next step? And oh my gosh, I got to have the answer. And oh, this is just awful. This is horrible. And all you can think about all day is the situation. And you've derailed everything else thinking about that. So if you think about that situation, say, is this a problem in 1 year? Even go to 6 months. Or is this even going to be a problem in a month or a week? And that normally puts things into perspective and allows you to kind of let things go, let the situation go, do everything you can, and just hope and pray that everything works out. You know, number 8 is letting go of everything and everybody that doesn't bring joy into your life. Seriously. I know. But when you're around things or you're holding on to old thoughts or holding on to the past or holding on to people that aren't bringing joy into your life, you really need to think about why you're doing it. Is it giving you anything in your life, or is it kind of holding you back? Is it making you feel sad, depressed? Really focus on that and let go of those things, because all you're doing is creating another roadblock to your happiness, in all honesty. Number 9 is being in the present moment. Yep, being in the moment. Being in the now is awesome. You know, Eckhart Tolle talked about being in the now, the power of now, and how great that is. But if you really think about it, the present moment is a gift. That's why they call a present, you know, when you give a present to somebody, it's the same as being in the present moment, right? So it is a gift. As long as we understand how to use that gift and how to open that gift. And that means being in the process, feeling life as it is right now. If you're driving in the car, feeling that drive, being a part of that exploration from A to B. If you're at work, really focusing on what you're doing. Even if you're washing the dishes, focusing on washing those dishes and cleaning those dishes and being in that exact moment. Because it goes a long way to fortifying yourself, but also realizing that the simplest things in life can actually be, if we let it, the most rewarding. Number 10 is to help others and volunteer at any chance you get, because it really does put our issues into perspective. A lot of our problems in life, well, some of them are big, but some of them aren't. And when we actually volunteer our time with people that have less than us, it really puts into perspective the issues that we have. And also makes us feel better, because you know what? We're supposed to help people. Most of us have a purpose to help people to some degree. And when we realize that, we kind of embrace who we are as a human being and as a race, put ourselves out there to help other people, and really, you know, makes us feel good too. It's kind of a win-win situation for all. Number 11 is to create and hold on to healthy boundaries in your life. Creating healthy boundaries with family and friends, with people that we work with our boss, and really holding steady to those, because when we don't have boundaries in our life, we let other people walk all over us. We accept things that we wouldn't necessarily accept, and we normally get ourselves into situations that are less than savory. So really focusing on the boundaries, even if it's something as simple as I don't take calls after 11 p.m., be that way. Turn that phone off and be regimented to that, because those little things go a long way to establishing power in your life, strength in your life, and a direct purpose path that you're allowed to see. Last but not least is to be thankful every day for being on this planet. Every morning you wake up, even if you're going through muck and yuck of life, be thankful that you're here to live another day. It's pretty cool, because we're all pretty amazing creatures. We're awesome soul beings that are here on this planet in these amazing bodies doing what we're doing. And so you owe it to yourself to see that, to be blessed, to realize how blessed you are, but also to realize how cool and unique you are, and get out of bed, take that shower, and get dressed. These are 12 tips for you to be more happy and healthy in your life, things you can use any day, and I ask you to offer these ideas to your friends and family. Turn them on to my YouTube channel, and I'd love to hear from you, some of the thoughts and feelings you have, as well as some of the subject matters that you'd like me to cover in upcoming videos, because it matters what you think. Stay tuned, I'll have a great next video for you, and live your true life today.